I mean, I can count on maybe one or two hands. On the one hand, like really like how many 18-year-olds I've met with in my capacity here. But I would really say like 22 to 25 is usually where I see, like some serious thought and some serious consideration about the other things that you can do outside of the life insurance capacity. If that answers your question.
Okay. So I guess with that being said, man, like what are some like serious misconceptions about
Oh,
like
yeah.
life insurance?
I got to tell you, man, like there's two things I'm looking forward to this week. It was taco night, which was yesterday, and this conversation that we're getting ready to have. Because like, man, like there's so many misconceptions, man. Like, like, and we dealing with this every day. One thing that I had to tell myself and have a reality check with is that, hey, you work with this every day. The average Joe doesn't see this, so you got to kind of give them a little bit of grace and understand that, this isn't talked about in a lot of communities. So really my passion is really those that like to sit outside and think outside the box when it comes to life insurance, because man, the wealth strategies that are afforded to you, if you think outside the box, are unlimited. So one thing I like is that there's different things that you can do with life insurance while you're still living, right? So that's one taboo that we have never discussed before in our community. We've been taught for years and years and years that life insurance is for life insurance. This is where when you pass away, it's on your life, right? But meanwhile, they're like the wealthy taking advantage of strategies as far as like, providing for retirement income, supplementing that with their 401k, maybe getting something where they can plan for education for their children through the simple principle of life insurance, or even maybe locking in a mortgage. If something were to happen to them, God forbid, there's a mortgage, or even locking in your salary. But it's just not talked about within our community. It's just really unfortunate because that's part of the reason why the wealth gap exists, because you have your wealthy that were taking advantage of different strategies where to get tax-free income. Meanwhile, we've been told and trained for years and conditioned that, hey, term insurance is just all you really need. That's it. And that's why there's this big disparity within the wealth community. So one thing that people have been using as like a pseudo-like investment is your typical whole life insurance